One morning in a bustling courthouse in Los Angeles, amidst the chaos, a quiet family stood out. Mother Maria, Father Hector, and their two young children waited outside a courtroom filled with fear and uncertainty. This was a critical day for the family. They were about to learn the outcome of a case that could result in losing their home. Maria and Hector, without a lawyer and completely on their own, were desperately hoping to convince the judge of their story. Angelina Jolie happened to be in the same building for another meeting. As a passionate advocate for human rights, helping those in need was her life's mission. But today, an unexpected coincidence was about to change a family's life forever. A chance encounter that was meant to be. As Angelina entered the building, her eyes caught Maria and Hector's faces etched with desperation. Their two children sat quietly beside them, their wide eyes reflecting the anxiety of their parents. For a moment, Angelina's heart seemed to pause. The scene reminded her of the families she had encountered in refugee camps and conflict zones around the world. Her instinct to help kicked in immediately. Turning to her assistant, she said, "Can you find out more about this family? I want to know what's happening to them." Her assistant returned shortly with the details. Maria and Hector were facing eviction due to an unfair alteration in their lease agreement. They had no access to legal assistance. Angelina's strong sense of justice was ignited. This wasn't just about one family. It was a stand against the system for many others in similar situations. A family's painful journey. Maria and Hector had moved to Los Angeles 5 years ago in search of better opportunities for their children. Hector worked long hours as a mechanic, while Maria took on part-time jobs cleaning homes. Their modest apartment was their sanctuary, a place where their children, Sofia and Mateo, could grow up safely. But everything changed when their landlord sold the property to a new owner who immediately raised the rent by 40%. The new lease terms included unfair clauses that Hector and Maria struggled to understand. Despite their efforts to negotiate, they were served an eviction notice when they couldn't meet the new demands. The stress was overwhelming. Hector, once confident and strong, began losing sleep. Maria felt helpless, torn between supporting her children and trying to find a solution. Their children, too young to fully understand, sensed the tension. Sofia, a bright 9-year-old, began drawing pictures of a new house where her family could live. Mateo, only 5, often asked why his parents seemed so sad. An unexpected ally in the courtroom. Angelina quietly entered the courtroom where Maria and Hector were set to present their case. When the family noticed her presence, they were stunned. Angelina approached them with warmth and said, "I heard your story and I want to help you." Maria, overwhelmed, asked through tears, "But how?" "I have a team of lawyers who can work on your behalf," Angelina replied. "They will ensure your case is presented fairly and fight for your rights." Maria and Hector looked at each other in disbelief. For the first time in months, they felt hope. When the court session began, Angelina's legal team took over, passionately arguing Maria and Hector's case. They highlighted the unjust changes in the lease, the lack of proper notice, and the family's dire circumstances. The lawyers emphasized the impact on the children and the landlord's exploitation of low-income tenants. The tense moments of the hearing. The hearing was emotionally charged. The landlord's lawyer tried to argue that the lease terms were standard and within the law. But Angelina's legal team countered every point with compelling evidence and a powerful narrative of the family's struggles. Maria, sitting beside Hector, held his hand tightly as they listened. The children sat quietly, Sofia drawing on a piece of paper as a way to distract herself from the tension. Angelina watched the proceedings intently, her presence alone adding weight to the family's plight. When the landlord's lawyer questioned why a Hollywood actress was involved, Angelina calmly responded, "Because everyone deserves a fair chance, no matter who they are." Her words left the courtroom silent. a moment of victory. After hours of deliberation, the judge ruled in favor of Maria and Hector. The family was saved from eviction. The courtroom fell silent for a moment before Maria and Hector hugged their children, tears of relief streaming down their faces. Angelina stood beside them, sharing the emotional moment. "This is just the beginning," she said. "We'll do whatever it takes to help you rebuild your life." Building a new beginning. Inspired by this event, Angelina decided to take a broader step. She launched a new initiative to provide legal aid to low-income families facing housing insecurity. Using Maria and Hector's story as an example, she aimed to raise awareness and rally support for the cause. Meanwhile, the family began rebuilding their lives. Angelina's team helped them secure a new apartment in a safer neighborhood. Hector found a more stable job at a reputable auto repair shop, while Maria joined a community organization focused on tenant rights. Sofia and Mateo thrived in their new environment. Sofia's teachers noted her newfound confidence, and her drawings began to reflect happiness and stability. Mateo made friends at his new school and began talking about becoming a lawyer someday, inspired by the people who had saved his family. The ripple effect. Angelina's initiative quickly gained traction. Donations poured in from across the country, enabling her team to provide free legal support to hundreds of families in similar situations. Community workshops were organized to educate tenants about their rights, and a hotline was established for immediate legal assistance. Maria became a vocal advocate for the initiative, sharing her story at events and encouraging others to fight for their rights. Hector, once shy and reserved, also began speaking out, telling people, "If it weren't for Angelina, we'd be on the streets. She didn't just save our home, she gave us a future." A year later, a family transformed. 1 year after the courtroom victory, Maria and Hector were invited to speak at a gala hosted by Angelina's foundation. The event celebrated the lives changed by the initiative. Maria stood on stage, her voice steady yet emotional. "This time last year, we thought we'd lost everything," she said. "But because of one person's kindness and courage, we found hope. Angelina didn't just help us. She inspired us to help others." Angelina, sitting in the audience, wiped away tears as she listened. For her, this wasn't just about a single victory. It was about creating lasting change, an inspirational legacy. Maria and Hector's story became a beacon of hope for countless others. Their journey, marked by resilience and support, highlighted the importance of standing up for justice. Angelina's intervention gave them not only a second chance but also a platform to inspire others. This story shows how even one person's actions can create a ripple effect and make a profound difference. It's a reminder that kindness, when combined with action, can transform lives. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications for more inspiring stories.